I get quite a few comments on videos of me singing that say stuff like, do it without the auto-tune and all the effects. Honestly, it's super annoying. I've always told myself, just ignore it. You ain't got nothing to prove to them. That's still true. But I'm going to show you guys what my voice sounds like with no vocal treatment whatsoever and what it sounds like with vocal treatment. I'm going to put them on there one thing at a time so you can hear what it's doing and so you can see that it's not magic. First of all, this is a Warm Audio WA-47. This mic sounds amazing. So one reason a lot of my videos sound better than some of the ones you've seen is because they're using an iPhone microphone and I'm using this microphone. This mic in no way whatsoever enhances my vocal. It captures it. An iPhone mic or an SM58 or an SM57 cannot capture my vocal. It can record it, but it doesn't capture it the way that it actually sounds. This one does. Now for the processing. This is me talking into this mic with no processing whatsoever. Just this mic ran into my Apollo Twin interface. First up, for these quick and easy singing on the internet type videos, I usually throw on a plugin by Waves called Vocal Rider. All it does is help with the dynamics of my vocals because my high notes can be really loud and my lower notes can be softer. That plugin helps tame it a little bit. This is my voice with this mic and Vocal Rider on it. Next, I add a compressor. Also, my air conditioner just went off, so you might be able to hear that. Probably sounds a lot cleaner now. I add a compressor called an LA2A by Universal Audio, and it compresses my vocal. This is my vocal with the microphone and the Vocal Rider and the compressor. Next, I add EQ. I use the EQ to take out a lot of the mud, add some mids, and add some treble to give it a little more presence. This is my vocal with the mic, the Vocal Rider, the compressor, and some EQ. After that, I add another subtle compressor for a thing called color, and I add a de-esser, which gets rid of a lot of this type stuff. This is my voice with the microphone, the Vocal Rider plugin, the compressor, the EQ, the other compressor for color, and a de-esser. And lastly, I add reverb and delay. That varies depending on the song, depending on the range I'm singing in, depending on tons of stuff. All of this stuff varies, but this is basically what I do on all of these videos that you see when I'm singing into this mic. The last thing that I do that a lot of people are probably hearing as auto-tune or magic or whatever is when I hit a high note or a long note or a cool money note, I ride the reverb up a little bit, so after I'm done with that note, there's a little bit of a reverb trail because it sounds cool. This is my vocal with every single one of those things and the reverb trail. In a typical quick internet video, that's the stuff that I put on my vocal the majority of the time. It's also the industry standard for 99.9% of vocals you've ever heard on the radio. None of it is cheating, none of it is magic, none of it is auto-tune. Like I've said before, some singers can actually sing on key, and just because you hear EQ compression and reverb doesn't mean it's tuned or fixed or fake. It just means some of us have been singing for a really long time, and we figured out how to do it pretty good. When I see a basketball player in the NBA dunk a basketball, my first thought is, that mug must be wearing magic shoes. There's no way he can jump that high. Just because I can't jump that high. All of us professional singers who are singing on the internet, we're not wearing magic shoes either. We're just doing what we do, being professional singers.